Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a mermaid hair bow using this kit from Pixie.craft supplies. This whole kit is $11.99 to buy. You can buy all the parts separately, so if you've already got a template that you want to use or you've already got some mermaid print fabrics that you want to use, you can just, for example, just buy the template or the fabrics or whatever you need. But this kit for $11.99, you get enough stuff in here to make at least 3 hair bows because you get 3 hair clips. But if you want to incorporate your own hair clips, you can make much more than 3 with this kit, so it is well worth the money. I've actually got a discount code, so I will pop the link to this kit in the description below along with my discount code so you can check these out. And now I'm going to show you what you get inside. So included in this kit, you get some little accessories to add to your bow, including these 6 little mulberry paper flowers. And also in the bag, you get 3 golden coloured toothed hair clips, a little pot of pearl embellishments, some small paper flowers with pearl centre, and 3 mermaid tail embellishments. And in the other bag, you get your templates, and the templates you get are a scalloped loop template, a strip for the centre, a double tail template, and a single tail template. And then we have our fabrics. So the 2 canvases here are mermaid print. You've got the scales and then a little mermaid and undersea sort of scene print. And then you get 2 complementary glitters. This one here has got all different colours in, like blue to represent the ocean, and then the pink to bring out the pink in the pattern, and then this lovely sort of peachy pink colour as well. So now I've unpacked my kit, I'm going to have a little play and show you how you can put these bows together. And just to let you know that this type of canvas is just printed on without a backing. And some people do use this as it is, but personally I find it can go flat quite quick. So I like to take some double-sided adhesive felt and just stick on the back. So I will draw around my template on this fabric and also onto my double-sided fabric and stick this on the back just to give it some extra thickness so that it holds a nice loop shape without getting any creases or going flat. I'm taking this mermaid printed fabric first of all and my loop template. So as you can see, the loop template is thicker on one side and it tapers down on the other side. So this wider side will be the front side of your bow, so it depends on what way you want it. So I'm going to go for my tail toward the right hand side of my bow. So when I fold this over, I want this wider side to be at the front. So this is the way I am going to draw on my loop, with the wider side facing toward the right. And because it's see-through, you can pick out your pattern and draw on the front of your fabric. And then when it comes to cutting it out, just cut inside the pen line so that you don't see the pen line on your finished hair bow. So I've cut out my loop on my sticky back felt and my printed canvas. Now, cutting out scallops isn't my most favourite thing to do, but just to show you that with patience it is doable and the finished look is so worth that effort. So just really take your time and move your scissors round along with your hands. So I'm going to show you now how I back my canvas. So I got this felt and this sticky double-sided adhesive. I bought that separately, the sheets. I will link some in the description below. So you just peel off the backing and line these up, making sure you've got it the right way. I lay it on there gently to begin with. And then once I know it's in line, I like to curve it round to push it down. And the reason I do that is because if I stick it down flat and then curve it round, it can come away in this middle where you've curved it. It's just how it happens. So if you curve it round and push it down, that will help to hold it on. And as you can see, that's give it a nice soft backing and a little bit of extra thickness so that if these are accidentally pinched, they shouldn't crease as badly as it would without being backed. So that's our loop now ready, and now I'm going to make some tails. So I've got all of my bits cut out now, and I'm ready to assemble my bow. So first of all, I'm going to take my loops and I'm going to assemble this part. So taking my hot glue gun, I'm going to place some glue on one of the tab ends, and then you just simply fold it over to form that loop. Now remember that this is the front part, the widest part of the loop, and the more narrow part go toward the back. And I do like to fold it so it's not quite in line. I leave sort of 1 millimetre or 2. And as you can see, I've picked out that lovely mermaid to sit on the front there. Isn't that gorgeous? It's such a pretty printed fabric. And now we're going to layer up our tails. Now these tails are quite wide, so if I just pop these together, as you can see, they are quite wide. So what I like to do is snip these in half, so that I can layer up the tails so that they can sit as narrow as I would like them to be. So just snip them in half. This one I haven't bothered backing, even though it is again the printed canvas, but because it's going to be layered up on these tails, it doesn't need to be backed. So you can just have a little play here just to see how you would like your tails to sit. So I'm going to have the blue ones at the bottom and then the pink ones coming in slightly. So about like that. And then the printed one on the top. So something like that. Once you're happy with how you've got your tails layered up, you can then hot glue them all together. To join my two halves together, I'm going to use a little piece of felt. So I've just taken a scrap piece of felt. I'm just going to trim a 2 centimetre by around sort of 6 millimetre length strip. And I'm going to pop some hot glue along this strip and pop my tails on one half and my loop on the other. That way I know I've got enough room in the middle just to wrap a small piece of ribbon around the centre, or glitter, whatever you want to use. And I also want to point out that when you cut out your scale print fabric, that you've got it the correct way. So if you imagine a fish, the scales do all go this way. So make sure that you've got the scales facing the correct way. Next, taking one of my gorgeous gold clips. Now you don't have to line these, but I do like to line them. I just find that they stick on the bow better. So I'm going to use a baby pink, just because this has got some baby pink in it. I could have used a blue, but I just thought I'd use pink. This is 11 centimetres and I've heat sealed the ends, and I'm just going to line my hair clip. Now when it comes to opening the clip, make sure you leave some space so that when you open the clip you can just press on the clip and not the loops, because you don't want this loop to flatten. When I sell these bows, I will pop a little note inside the bag just to remind people not to pinch on the loops. So this is what we've got so far. Now we're ready to wrap the centre and embellish our bow. So I'm going to take out I think I'm going to go for the pink colour, and I'm just going to cut a little strip from this to wrap around my centre. So around sort of 5 centimetres in length, not very wide because the middle of the bow is not very wide, so probably less than a centimetre wide. You do get the template for this with your kit, but I just do it by eye because I've done it so many times. I'm just used to it now. I'm going to pop some glue on one end, again opening just my clip, not pressing on my loops, and I'm going to start wrapping this around the centre of the bow and under the clip. So there is the finished bow before I've added any of the embellishments, and now we can really jazz this up. So picking out one of these tails now. I might go for this darker one because I've got her with the purple hair, and this has got the purple in it. I think that will look really cute, and it also brings out the blue in the bottom layer. So I'm going to go for this darker one on this particular one. So I'm going to add this now here. Now to attach this, because it is a plastic, I'm not going to just use hot glue, because hot glue does just peel away from sort of smoother fabrics. It has got a rigid bottom which helps to hold it, but I am going to use a mix of super glue gel and hot glue. So taking my Gorilla super glue gel, I'm going to place some of this on the top of these tails. So I've left this bottom pointed part free, and then taking my hot glue, I'm going to place some hot glue just on this bottom part, and what that will do is the hot glue will give this an immediate bond whilst the super glue sets. So I'm going to place that on there. Like that. So that is now held on there enough with the hot glue. And then once that super glue dry, that should hold with a nice firm bond. And next we've got our flowers and our little pot of pearls. So I'm going to take one of these roses and I'm going to trim off the stem. Just bend that piece over. And then I'm going to take a couple of these flowers, one of the pink and one of the sort of off-white colour. These are really pretty, these little flowers. They've got a shimmer to them and they've got a little pearl in the middle. So these are really pretty. So I've got 3 flowers. And then taking my hot glue, I'm going to pop these flowers together. So taking these ones first, the smaller ones, I'm going to add them to the rose. So placing a bit of hot glue just to the side, sort of bottom side of the flower. Oh, that's a bit too much. And I'm going to add these to the rose. So I've decided to use these little Claire pearls, which look like water droplets, on my bow. So I'm going to show you how to stick these on. But first of all, I just wanted to show you these in the palm of my hand. As you can see in this little pot, you do get quite a lot of embellishments in there. It's really surprising how much is in there. And I was thinking about making another bow with these and making like a little shaker for the top layer. So that might be another tutorial I may do later on. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because I was really surprised when I poured these all out, how many little bits and pieces you actually get in that little pot. So I'm going to attach all these little bits and pieces now. So I'm going to start off with the flowers. Now you can have a little play to see what way you want your flowers. I think I'm going to do mine that way. So I'm going to use just hot glue on the flowers because they are just mulberry paper flowers. I just need to push my glue stick down. So yeah, just hot glue will work well for the flowers. So I'm going to pop those in the middle like that. And then for these flat back gems, I'm going to use gemstone glue. So basically everything in this bow I've used as all being from my mermaid kit. The only thing I've added in myself is my sticky back felt and the little piece of felt I used to join the bow together, and obviously my scissors and my glue. But I will link everything that I use in the description below. So taking this gemstone glue, this glue is really good. It actually, once it's set, it makes fabric washable with gems on. But obviously we don't wash our bows, but that just goes to show how good this glue works. And it dries clear, which is another reason why I'm using them on these clear gems. So I'm just adding a little dot of the gemstone glue. It's like a gel texture. It's cloudy to begin with, but like I said, it does dry clear. So these should still have the clear look to them once that glue is dry. And I'm going to stick these on symmetrically on either side of the pink part of the tail. And there you go. There is our finished mermaid hair bow, and everything that I've used in this bow, all the fabrics, the embellishments, are all from the mermaid kit from 𝘵𝘬𝘪𝘭𝘪 supplies, linked in the description below along with my discount code. And anything else that I've added, such as the felt and the glue, I will also link that in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you press the bell button, that will turn on notifications, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.